Market. But this photo, this photo. Okay, you can start here. Team photo. Okay. Okay.
Not that Mali will care. Eaglets, as they're known. Say they want to win for their coach, Musa Keita. Tiakoro Keita and Usman Abdoulaye. There's 3 Keitas on the pitch, but the one on the touchline has never won a trophy as a player or a coach. And Tiakoro Keita, the Gangal man, says that they're doing this for him. Mali coming forward again. Markaful chops that one out rather easily though. The Ghana struggling to get out of their own defence. Here's Tiakoro Keita. Decent ball in into the back post, and that bounced down and then up over the bar. Well, how did that stay out? Eric Antwi, nowhere near that. Look at this cross. Tiakoro Keita, wonderful ball into the box. Adama Diani absolutely unmarked. In this 5th generation surface, well, if that had been muddy grass, that was a goal. This new surface is lauded as easier to play on, it's easier to maintain, but perhaps there's just a bit of extra spring there. And that extra spring has denied Mali. Ghana off the hook. An unmarked header bouncing down and up over the crossbar. Here's Richmond Nketia with another free kick for Ghana. All the action has been at the other end in this opening 5 minutes though. Can Ghana threaten themselves? Nketia swings it in, it's a dangerous ball in. Headed clear, but only as far as Moses Ogia. Ebenezer Afori knocks the ball forward to his namesake Asafua. Here he is again. Afori started the competition as a left back. He has been played farther forward in the last couple of games and he's looked good for it. Look at Nketia springing up the other side. There's well one back though by Saraki. And a long ball over to the far side. Good control from Niani. Inside to Hamidou Traore. Traore trying to find space to shoot. He has Niani beside him. Keita knocks it back. Here's Diallo. And Tiakoro Keita. Another wicked ball in. Nketia has Keita behind him. Keita's won the ball. Back across the face of goal and safety first defending finally from Ghana. Nketia putting the ball out of play. No, without doubt, put it out from Richmond Nketia. Quarter this to Mali. Keita swings it in to the back post. This time Ghana are able to get the ball clear in some temporary respite. Afori, nobody closing down the fullback. And that's a good ball forward. Nice one-touch football this from Ghana. Mali saved by Ebenezer Asafua losing his footing. Abdoulaye Keita. And Asafua there. He's been subbed on 5 times this season for Bastia. He's played a combined 93 minutes in Liga. Bastia currently 14th in the table. Now come forward again, and that's well kept in by Keita. Nketia can't do the same thing. Promises to be an interesting battle that between Richmond Nketia and Tiakoro Keita. Nketia did get booked in the group stages, but all yellow cards are wiped out. Suspensions would be carried over. Well, that's a wonderful bit of football. Asafua tries to backheel it into the path of Francis Nar. Keita gets to the ball first and he's fouled. Too quick for Nketiah. Yellow cards get wiped out from the group stages. Suspensions would otherwise carry over. Samaki gives the ball away cheaply. Asafua is up ahead of Francis Nar, but he goes square. Here's Mikel Anaba. Anaba looking for the 1-2. Asafua's caught on the ball. Well, unorthodox defending from Traore, but he's danced his way out of trouble there for Mali. You can see how the heat's getting to these players and the referee. Not even 10 minutes on the clock here at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. The heat is sweltering. 40 kilometres away, the other semi-final between Egypt and Nigeria is still 0-0 as well. The final will be played this Saturday. Also right here live on Sport 5. Third place playoff match the day before. Incidentally, the draw has been made for the Under-20 World Cup this summer in Turkey. We do know that the winner of this African tournament will go into a very tough-looking group with Chile, England and Iraq. The draw will be made on the 30th of March in Iran for the other 3 as well. They'll all be wanting to avoid the group that has France, the USA and Spain in it. Well, the best chance of the match so far fell to Adama Niani. Wonderful cross from Teokoro Keita. Niani, well, to say he was unable to guide his header on target, perhaps unfair. He was going in the right direction, it just bounced so high back off this artificial turf. Niani trying to force his way through this time, and launched clear by Atama. Ofori. Francis Nar dropping deep, getting involved in play. Here's Derek Mensah, who's caught on the ball again. That's happened a few times in the midfield here. Traore to Adama Niani. Diallo now. Mariko. This is good possession football from Mali. 1, 2 and 3 touch. Rarely anymore. Just when they're beginning to get crowded out, they distribute the ball to a man in space. Everybody in a yellow shirt always looking for the ball. A heavy-duty challenge from Nketiah. The referee deems it fair. Nketiah, the Mediama man. Rather disappointing season in the Ghanaian top flight last year, Mediama.
No foul, no foul, no foul, no foul. Okay, no foul.
No foul being screamed at the Ghanaian defence by Eric Antwi, encouraging his defenders just to stand their ground. It's good advice too. Before he had no help, and he's been mugged again by Hamidou Traore. He's a busy running presence. Hamidou Traore, he's the youngest player in the Mali squad. He really is just 16 years of age, born on the 7th of October 1996. The Club Olympique du Bamako man. Now we see Isaka Samaki winning the ball back. Some real possession now for Ghana. It's not the start they'd have expected. Larty running up from the back, no one challenging the big centre-back. He's trying to thread it through. Now he's out of position though, he needs to get back. And he's out of trouble thanks to Ahmed Atama. Start from Boubacar Diarra, and as far as Larty. Here's Moses Oja. Akraful sends one forward. Surely too much on that. Francis Nairn just giving Keita a nudge in the back. And Francis Nairn has been the unsung hero really for Ghana. Ebenezer Asafua may have 3 goals to his name. 4 goals so far in their 3 games from Ghana, but Francis Nairn has been a big bustling presence, creating space for Ebenezer Asafua. Simply Keita gestures towards his namesake Musa on the Mali bench. They do have some talent on the bench. Abubakar Tungara, Salif Keita man, had a stunning game last time out for Mali. Okay, they went down 2-0 against Gabon, but Tungara was a star man. Musa too, the Bastia man, or the other one, alongside Keita on the bench. Keita to Diallo. Heavy touch from Diallo, got away with it though, now has the ball back. To thread it through to the right-hand side. The danger well watched by our Corfu. Gets shoved over for his troubles. Saka Samaki playing on the right flank today. Can play on both sides. He wins the header there, Samaki. Ogier spreads play. Here's Mikel Anaba. Lovely touch from Anaba. And he has Nketiah on the overlap. This is good play from Ghana. Nketiah sends it in. It looks like they've got the corner. Diarra in the right place at the right time. Wonderful pace that from Richmond Nketiah. Nketiah and Anaba combining well up this right-hand side. Nketiah staying up there to take this corner. So an outswinger surely that Ali Yaringo needs to watch out for. Nketiah swings it in. And hooked away clear. All as far as Ogier again. Lurking on the edge of the box. Marco Fro swings it in. Diarra sends it right back from whence it came. Direct football this from Ghana. They're going for the jugular. And a high foot and a free kick given by Shikongo Reinhardt. Abdoulaye Keita. Well, let's see that again. Well, the right foot was up as high as Francis Nairn's head. Mali can have little argument with that one. Abel may be a right midfielder, but he's got a bit of height, so he's in the box there. And Safua, an obvious target, and Aba's in there too. A dangerous cross, but it's too close in the end to Ali Yaringo. The ball with one hand there, Ali Yaringo. He's a big, intimidating presence. He has similar dimensions to Steve Mandanda, the Marseille goalkeeper, the number 1. Ali Yaringo, owned by Marseille. Makes the cut-off for this tournament by exactly a year. Any player born in 1st of January 1993 or later is eligible. That's a dangerous through ball. Mohamedou Traoré crosses to the back post. Marty's there. Adama trying to lay it off, and not accurate enough. Well, Ofori miscontrols. You can just sense the nerves in this Ghana team. You weren't expecting this lively start from Mali. Traoré knocks it back. Mariko. Lati gets an important foot in. Control for Teokoro Keita. Does have that bit of guile to him. He's yet to make his debut for Guingamp. Lovely distribution from the left-hand side. We saw that earlier in the half. A wonderful chance for Damaniani, but headed down and back up over the crossbar. Anaba. Maybe across to the other side now. Turns around, he starts again. Confident with the ball at his feet. There's Ogier now. Looking for the through ball, and Asafua gets a kind bounce. Ebenezer Asafua dances past two men. He's done very well here, the tournament's top scorer. He's passed back to Ogier. Took the sting out the attack though. Mensah. Side to Afori. Derek Mensah again. Katia takes off on a run up the wing. He's continued his run, but Mensah switches play and gets it all wrong. Derek Mensah. His first start at the tournament. Well watched by Ataman. Lawrence Larty picks up the pieces. Damiani only needs one goal to draw level with Ebenezer Asafua. He's the tournament's top scorer. A couple of players on 2 goals. Another one being Abdul Jalil Ajagun, who has 2 penalties to his name for Nigeria. Damiani and Ajagun both trailing Asafua by 1. It's Keita and Nakatia pay each other close attention. Keita wins that battle this time. Inside from Manaba. Now looking to switch play. Good feet from Derek Mensah. Here's Arkofu. Took the tourist route back to his midfielder. Ghana playing from side to side here, just trying to spread play, find the gaps, but look how many yellow shirts are trying to plug the gap. They found a gap though. Asafua back inside to Nar. Well, that was close. Boubacar Diarra getting the foot on the ball. Damas won the ball. Done well. Here's Traore. Doesn't have a real focal point to the Mali attack of Damiani. Dama currently on the books of Nantes. Yet another player in France. Made his debut against Caen in December, did Damiani. Was the last minute substitute for Jean Verlatou in a 2-1 win over Caen. Well, currently second in Ligue 2, 4 points behind Monaco. Referee Shikonga Reinhardt going to draw play to a temporary pause here as Ebenezer Asafua is prone on the floor. Well, didn't seem to be too much in that. Boubacar Diarra paying Asafua close attention. Asafua went down, perhaps his left thigh there, just catching the defender's boot. In any case, this is not what Celis Teta, the Ghana boss, wants to see. I do have Kennedy Ashia on the bench, who also plays for Liberty Professionals. Ebenezer Asafua, unquestionably the first choice striker for Ghana. Well, he's having a bit of a hard sell there, that lone Ghana fan alongside the indigenous Algerian support. 8-time champions Ghana. 8-time appearances rather at the final. 3-time champions. It does look like they could be about to lose Ebenezer Asafua. Most successful team in Canada 20 history with those 3 titles, Ghana. They're also the only African team to win the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. They did so in Egypt back in 2009. So as Teta acknowledged God's role in that victory. They beat Brazil of all teams on penalties after a goalless game. And Brazil not at this summer's World Cup in Turkey. Neither are Argentina. Here's Arkerful. Forward to Francis Nar. Forey trying to thread it through, back to Nart. And a missed control from the forward. So the draw made on Saturday to decide where the 3 African teams will fall into the groups for this summer's World Cup. We do know that the champions going beside Chile, England and Iraq. Some other tasty groups there. Group A with France, United States and Spain, clearly the one that the team, one of the 3 that don't win the tournament, want to avoid. There's also Group B, Cuba, South Korea, Portugal. The final group, one of these African teams could go in. Well, Diallo strikes from range. And punch clear at the last. He had to be on his toes. Nobody closed down Diawara. Got a good shot off and tipped wide round the bar. Corner now. Cantu will have to stay on his toes. Important thing to do as a goalkeeper though, if you're going to punch, at least kill the ball. Don't punch it back into the danger zone. Well, we talked about the distribution of Teokoro Keita earlier on. Here he is over the corner. Versatile Gangan player, he can play right up front or on the wing. Trying to be maker rather than taker here. Keita into the back post. Well, that was well up by the big number 4, Usman Keita, his namesake. He couldn't guide his header on target. Just drifted away from his marker before he slightly ball watching. Another Keita. Well, maybe he should have headed that back across goal. Here's a shot moments ago from Boubacar Diarra. We're just over halfway through this first half at Stade Ahmed Zabana. And you have to say Mali have been the better team. It is still goalless. Damiani has headed one down off the grass and over the bar. Saw that shot from range moments ago from Boubacar Diarra, which forced the save from Eric Antwi. Francis Nar now. Before he shot, but he was well closed down. Troy's done well there. And that's a wonderful tackle from Jeremiah Arkorful. Didn't play the opening game, Arkorful, but Ebenezer Ofori says he feels he's more of a midfielder than a left back, so Teta brought him in. Here's Traore. Dangerous ball in, Traore. Well, that's unconvincing goalkeeping and a last gasp tackle that from Lawrence Larty. Real chance for Mali and straight into the hands of Antwi. Well, Ghana really are living dangerously here. Gaps all over the defence. How Mali aren't leading this one? Well, they must be scratching their heads. Isaka Samaki puffing out his cheeks. Look at this for a chance. It was Diarra lurking. Wonderful tackle that from Lawrence Larty. Then when it came back in, Samaki had all the goal to aim at. Moses Odger into Derek Mensah. Ghana just need to settle here. Look panicky, especially in defence. Here is Odger. Do wonder if we'll see Abuagi come on later on, the Udinese man. The whistle's gone here. Can only be for offside. Yes, it is. Francis Nart. A little bit too over-enthusiastic going forward there. Our youth man, Francis Nart. Like Derek Mensah in the midfield. Not many of the Ghanaian players have made the foray abroad yet. Baba Mensah, the defender, does play his trade in Israel. Frank Safo Gyamfi, the right midfielder in South Africa. Of course, Abuagi at Udinese in the Serie A. Dana trying to find a way through. Nicola Naba. Good turn from the midfielder. As a forward to his left-hand side. Forward turns beautifully. Marco Fon the Fori really worked well over on that far side. Ebenezer Asafua back to Ofori. The flag stayed down this time for Nart. Well, the whistle went. It was a delayed signal. This is more promising though. Francis Naar was indeed offside there. No question. And the Brisbane Keita went straight up, and this time it was correct. Still goalless at the Stade Ahmed Zabana as we approach the half-hour mark. Ghana must be wondering quite how. Well, they've had a few good chances. Saka Samaki, who just took the throw-in, certainly had a good chance about 5 minutes ago. They 1-2 in the box, but he went for it with his weaker left foot and straight into the hand of Eric Cantwell. Ebenezer Asafua, the tournament's top scorer at the other end, has been posted missing for much time. And there's Adama with a head towards goal. High, hopeful ball into the box, and Diarra with an instinctive header. Ogia. Richmond Nketiah. That Aldo Traore and Tiakoro Keita have switched wings here. Traore able to defend as much as attack, and it's inhibiting Nketiah a bit now. Adama. Lovely hold-up play from the big centre forward. The knock man does well. Here is Traore on this near side now. Powerful, bustling presence, Troy, but his pass isn't very good. Damiani recovers the situation though, and out to the far side to Tiakoro Keita. Keita left-footed, but goes on his right-hand side. Keita, well, he deserves credit for being brave enough to go on his weaker foot, but the crossover, not what he would have hoped for. Arcafu perhaps expecting Keita to cut inside on his left foot. Good pace. And that final ball is testament to the fact that he is a very left-footed player, the Gangal man. Asafua on the deck again. Perhaps unsurprisingly, he's coming for fierce marking. Asafua, he's looked like a goal machine so far in this tournament. Now they come forward again with Keita. Down at times has run beautifully, but Larty was there. Did well to watch the danger. Good ball forward, Francis Naar, who's gone down on the edge of the box. It looks like he's going to get the free kick. Just too fast for Boubacar Diarra. Lovely control from Francis Naar. And yes, without the intervention of Diarra, Naar would have been through. Free kick to Ghana, and it's Ebenezer Ofori who's come across to take it. Left-footed player. Ali Uringo needs to be wary of the chance of a direct shot on goal here. To score at this tournament, Ebenezer Ofori goes for goal, comes right back out to him. Has another chance to swing it in, goes short this time. Ofori, Nketiah gets it into the back post. Well, that was dangerous. Ofori, Asafua rather took his eye off the ball. Arcafu this time swings it in, and a punch clear. Well, that's risky goalkeeping. Francis Naar was there. Arcafu with a high up and under. Uringo came and tried to punch, didn't actually get the touch. He has Mohamedou Traore to thank for that. And the sea of yellow shirts in the middle of the park now. Able to get the ball clear. Not able to keep on to possession though. A little bit cheaply they're giving the ball away here, Mali. Asking for trouble really. Here's Asafua. Gets the ball into Naar. Ogia has Anaba on the right-hand side, and Anaba would rather kick the man rather than the ball. A little bit lucky not to get away with a caution. Here's Nketiah. Right back gets the ball back. Trying to dance his way through, and he's got the free kick. He's clutching his knee. Richmond Nketiah. It was a robust challenge from Samba Diallo. Samba Diallo rather playing a Yaya Toure role. He's a defensive midfielder nominally, but he's at some points here been the second most attacking man behind Adama Niani. He has drawn a save from Mercantwe at the other end now. Ali Ringo trying to sort out his defence as this free kick gets sent in by Nketiah. Decent ball into the back post and headed towards goal, but it's a weak one from the tournament's top scorer, Asafua. An easy collection that from Ali Ringo. Marcelas Tete does have a rich history with the Ghana team. He's been part of the Ghana national setup since way back in 2001, Selas Tete. Helped them to the Under-20 World Cup in 2009. And believes that Ghana can go all the way here too in Algeria. And so there's opposite number Musa Keita as we look at that free kick come in again from Nketiah into the back post, and Asafua just fluffed his lines there. In Asafua's defence, the sun is really searing and it's coming over from this near side. Easy to get blinded. Walkerful taking a tumble under the push from Hamadou Traoré. It's a nice outlet for Mali to have off Adama Niani. They can switch Hamadou Traoré and Tiakoro Keita around. Got the pace and power of Traoré, the guile and delivery of Keita. 10 minutes to go until half-time at the Stade Ahmed Zabana, and neither of those things, or the shooting of that man, Boubacar Diarra, has managed to break the deadlock for Mali. They have been the team on top, but Ghana so far are somehow on even terms. Here's Atama. Crowded out by Adama. Markaful has to start again. Lawrence Larty. Mensah. It's a heavy touch from Anaba. Francis Marsden wonderfully well there to win the ball back. Back to Uringo. Tiakoro Keita said that Ghana would be a tough team to play. They have a quality, good work rate. They have very quick players in general. We need to be on top of our game to contain them. Well, they've certainly been so. As Troy tries to force his way through. He always shapes to shoot. Puts the cross into Adama, and safety first again from Nketiah. Right back's had a good game for Ghana. A couple of times now, that's the ball that Mali have looked to send in into the far post. Nketiah has been wide awake to the danger, taking no chances. He has conceded the corner though. It's Tiakoro Keita who'll take it. Niani and Traoré in the box. Keita sends it in. It's a high one. Won by Atama. And hooked away clear by Afori. Ball comes in again. And straight towards the goalkeeper. That's a good quick throw out from Mercantwe. Almost too quick for the intended target. Mikel Anaba. Mensah. Here is Anaba again. That was a clever idea through to Nketiah. Anaba plugs the gap beautifully. Well, there will be no extra time in the case it stays like this 0-0. For the neutrals, of course, we hope to see some goals in this second half. Still 10 minutes left to go of the first half, and Mali have looked the more likely to score. In the case of a drop, we'll go straight to penalties. Damaniani try and stop this one, at least being a goalless draw. Niani, who got Mali after that perfect start against the defending six-time champions Nigeria in their opening game. Also scored the winner against Democratic Republic of Congo. The Northman knows how to score important goals. Keita sends it forward. Lati sends it right back to him. Not too many ball-playing centre defenders at this tournament. Rami Rabia, the Egyptian, perhaps breaks that mould, but otherwise it's no nonsense from Ahmed Atama. Lawrence Larty here for Ghana. Same thing for Troy and Keita at the back for Mali. Derek Mensah goes down. Well, that was a dangerous challenge for Muzmin Keita. Didn't get the ball. The right foot was lifted off the ground. Won't get the card though, and Derek Mensah will live to tell the tale. Well, Chikongo Reinhardt, the referee, writing down the episode in his book, but no card shown. Still no cards in this game, still no goals in this game. Still Ahmed Zabana yet to see the net ripple. Well, nearly a lovely bit of control from Abdoulaye Keita. In the end, he's given possession away very cheaply. Larty now has the throw in. Atama. High pressing game the yellow shirts of Mali are playing. It's difficult for Ghana to get out of their own third, own defensive third. That's a lovely turn and a malicious foul by Nketiah on Teokoro Keita. Lovely turn from Keita. Nketiah was with his right hand in the end. Ishmael Nketiah was issued a yellow card, and rightly so. That belongs on a rugby field, not a football pitch. Free kick to Mali, and Mahamadou Traoré will take. Troy launches one, over to the back post. Adama's under it. This is Lawrence Larty though, and before he gets it away. Here's Traoré. Oh, lovely quick feet. Draws a big response from the crowd, that. Here's the other Traoré. Flag stayed down for Adama Niani. The ball just wouldn't come with him. Sense that the Black Satellites of Ghana would be rather more pleased to see the half-time than the Eaglets of Mali. They've lived dangerously in this first half. Adama Niani had a chance to head Mali into the lead. A couple of good shots from range, notably from Samba Diallo drawing that save from Eric Cantway. There's also Isaka Samaki, the Mali right-back, who came forward and got a shot directly at Antwi. Just didn't get the requisite venom, but all the attacking play has come from Mali. And again they come forward, trying to take a lead in the stroke of half-time, but again it's well dealt with by the captain. This is dangerous though. Teokoro, he's gone down on the edge of the box. Referee not interested. Chikongo Reinhardt waving play on. Foy now with a bit of trickery, and he's gone down. It's Francis Nar, excuse me, over on the far side. How he can be wearing gloves in this weather? Well, beggars belief, really. Immediately, Saka Samaki's hands went up. Let's see it again. It must just have been the slightest of touches on Francis Nar's face. He's not really a known diver. That's just poked in the eye. And just confirmation of the score in the other semi-final as we have this brief pause. It is Egypt 0, Nigeria 0. And the stroke of half-time over in Antemouche. There's Stade Ahmed Zabana. Same scoreline. No closer to knowing who the finalist is going to be. There's confirmation of that yellow card from Nketiah earlier on. That was a rugby challenge on Teokoro Keita. Mali come forward again. Running out of time in this first half to take a lead. Nketiah again, plugging the gap. His positioning has been exemplary. Here's Diallo looking for the 1-2, and again, Larty's read play well as well. Well, Nketiah and Larty have done well. Those two defenders, Akuful and Ahmed Atama, perhaps not quite so impressive for Selatete's men. Nil-nil. It's been an exciting 0-0. There have been chances for Mali to score, particularly Nar. Over to the far side. Here's Michael Anaba now. Has a bit of space. Squares it. And a deflected shot. Asafua, an instinctive prod out, but he can't guide it towards goal. And now he's going to be called back for a foul on Ali Ringo. Yeah, Denise Asafua. Perhaps offside as well. That's not the touch he would have hoped for. Asafua gunning for his 4th goal. A tournament-leading 4th goal in Algeria. He's barely had a shot at goal so far. He's taken up some good positions, but he hasn't been the most on form, given the explosive start he's had to the tournament. It's actually been Francis Nar who's had a better game here for Ghana. Fori. Now gives it to Larty. It's dangerous, and he has to launch one high up the field. Nar and Anaba give chase. Keita. Dutraore dealing with it well, though. Nketiah. Good touch from Nketiah. Good ball in too. Nar leaves it. Well, Nar and Asafua for once not on the same wavelength, and Teokoro Keita brings it away for Mali. Keita's continued his run. This is a real chance. 4-on-2 this for Mali. Can Keita find a teammate in the box? Bit of trickery. Still has the ball. And Abba back, helping out his defence. And that was a crucial intervention from Anaba. Keita does look full of life. Here's Asafua. Bundled down. The whistle's gone. Diallo with a good ball forward to Keita. And look at this, he looked like he'd gotten it wrong. Well, we're not going to get the replay, but he recovered the situation, and it took Michael Anaba's defensive intervention. One ball forward to Asafua. Keeps it in play. Over towards Francis Nar. No real venom on the header. 2 minutes of added time shown for the first half here between Mali and Ghana at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. Hasn't been the most dirty of games, although we did see Richmond Nketiah resort to using his hands to stop Teokoro Keita. Damaniani. The free kick goes against the non-striker. Sorry for Damaniani there. Scored the winner in the opener against Nigeria, and in the 2-1 win against the Democratic Republic of Congo in the group stages, did Damaniani. Here comes Francis Nar. Surely the last attack there solved the first half. Back to Nar. Nar trying to force his way through. He's well watched by Samaki though. Samaki's done beautifully well. He's on the ball back. Saka Samaki, who had a chance in the first half, like a Damaniani, to break the deadlock, but at half-time, it is still Mali 0, Ghana 0. Nothing to choose between the two teams in terms of scoreline. No question that Mali had more of the attacking play, though. We'll have to wait to find out who the winner's going to be. If there are no goals in the second half, we will go straight to penalties. But as things stand at the Stade Ahmed Zabana, it is still Mali 0, Ghana 0. Confirmation of the scoreline there. Adamaniani had a good chance early on, headed it down and back up over the bar. It is still goalless. Join us after this short commercial break. We'll come back for the second half. Here are the best chances from the first half. That was the header from Adamaniani, gunning for his third goal at the tournament. With this artificial surface, a wonderful crossover from Tiakoro Keita. He headed it down into the turf though. And look at the spring on the turf. Adamaniani made a real nuisance of himself, but Lawrence Lartey, the Ghana captain, was equal to that, defended well. This was the shot from range from Diallo. Eric Cantwell wide awake. His positioning was exquisite. He did well to punch that round the post. But it really was all Mali. Rare chances for Ghana. Ebenezer Asafua so far unable to add to his 3 goals for the tournament. This was the chance, the header from Usman Keita. Delivery into the box from both sides was causing havoc for Ghana. Look at this for a chance for Samaki. Gets the 1-2. First touch not generous, or too generous for Lartey. And he got the shot straight at the goalkeeper. And Diallo again coming forward from midfield. Ala Yaya Toure, but unable to guide his header past the goalkeeper. Did well to get it on target here. Tiakoro Keita proving himself a good attacking threat, but all too left-footed. So it is still 0-0. Join us for the second half to see if we will see any goals from open play.
والله ماني دخلها.
back. Welcome back to the Stade Ahmed Zabana. It's the semi-finals of the Orange African Under-20 Championship, and it is still goalless in this semi-final between Mali and Ghana. Ebenezer Asafua there is the tournament's top goal scorer with 3 goals. Marcellus Tete and his men have been under the cosh here. Asafua very much unable to break the deadlock, and Mali with the better chances in that first half. Samake there, who you see, had a chance where he was clean through on goal, but he toe-poked it rather straight into the hands of Eric Cantwell. The best chance of the game fell to a man who could draw level with Ebenezer Asafua in the goal-scoring charts. That's Adama Niani, owned by Nantes in France's Ligue 2. He had a free header from Tiakoro Keita's cross, but the Stade Ahmed Zabana has 5G artificial surface, and I fancy if that effort had been in the other stadium, the Stade Omar Oussieff, where Egypt and Nigeria are currently also playing to goalless draw, that Niani's chance would have gone in. As it stands, it bounced into the ground and over the crossbar, and it is still goalless. The Black Satellites of Ghana in all white, getting ready to kick off the second half, shooting right to left. Mali in all yellow, shooting left to right. Asafua and Francis Nart getting ready for the whistle of Shikonga Reinhardt, and there it is. Moses Oje goes down the first act of this second half as a foul. A confirmation. The first act of the second half of the other game has seen Egypt go 1-up against Nigeria. So Egypt, as it stands, will be in the final of this 19th edition of the African Youth Championship, the Orange African Under-20 in Algeria. Egypt have really blossomed in neighbouring Algeria. Who will join them, Mali or Ghana? We still have 45 minutes to find out. This is assuming, of course, that defending champions Nigeria don't get themselves back into the game. Abdul Mamedi, the man who got the goal for Egypt. Better known as Karaba. Striker who was given the nod for this game. So Egypt with 1 foot in the final. Mali with much the better of this game so far. Must be wondering how they don't also have 1 foot in the final. The final will be at this stadium, the Stade Ahmed Zabana in Oran. It will be this Saturday. Here's Francis Nart. Closed down quickly. He's the livelier of the 2 strikers, Francis Nart. Ebenezer Asafua. A player who he thought was 14 years old when CAF initially released their squad lists. Not a professional since confirming that he is in fact 19. In any case, he's been off the pace, Ebenezer Asafua. Mali come forward. Lati's there in the way though, but it's a handball according to referee Shikonga Reinhardt. He says it was a shoulder, the captain. There's Lati. His protestations were falling deaf ears. It's a free kick this to Mali. Samba Diallo, we know, can hit them. He's already tested there, Cantwell. Diallo's in the box. Beside Tiakoro Keita. Reinhardt not happy with the ball. Martinez's defence finally the requisite distance. Saka, Samake Standing over the ball, Samake goes for goal, and that wasn't far away. Antwi was scrambling. Well, Samake's come close twice now. Good technique getting that up and down over the wall. Didn't quite get his angles right. Sailing harmlessly in the end, past the near post. Samake, one of these defensive players who does like to get forward and join in the attack. He is a danger. He is yet to score out the tournament though, Samake. He goes from Mali have only come from 2 players. Damaniani and also Diallo. Samba Diallo. Here's Francis Nar. Spreads play to Michael Inaba. Inaba trying to use his pace to get clear, and he's got the corner. Well, Michael Inaba preferred, perhaps surprisingly, to Frank Sarfo-Gyamfi, the Maritzburg United player in South Africa. But so far, Salas Tete has been proven right. Nketiah now. Cuts it back to Inaba. Inaba gets it in. And now they get it clear. Here's a Damaniani. Has Teokoro Keita on the left, and he's found his winger. Keita sends it in. He's too close to Eric Antwi. Well, he has looked assured, Eric Antwi, the Amadal's professionals player. Wasn't sure that Eric Antwi would be the #1 choice for this tournament. The 17-year-old Michael Sai, owned by Berkham Chelsea. Chelsea have a feeder team in Ghana. A couple of players in that squad, in this squad, picked by Salas Tete. Michael Sai, one of them, the other one getting his game, Ahmed Atama. Atama, the only non-teenager in the squad, incidentally. Turned 20 on the 6th of March. Atama and Antwi again with 1 to defend. It's a free kick in dangerous territory. Teokoro Keita this time is standing over the ball. He almost assisted a goal for Damaniani in the first half. What does he have up his sleeve here? A wide stance, does look like he'll go for the cross, but he could whip his foot around this, Teokoro Keita. Keita goes for goal. Well, he got under the ball. He won't be pleased with that, Teokoro Keita. Keita yet to make a first-team appearance for Gangon. Gangon currently look like they could well come up to Ligue 1. Behind Nantes and Monaco in the Ligue 2 standings in France. This is the 8th time that Mali have been at this African Youth Tournament. They have yet to win it. The warm-up didn't exactly go to plan. They qualified well. They beat Rwanda 4-2 on aggregate, and then Zambia 5-2 on aggregate. But they then lost to a Moroccan side made up of local players in practice. Since they've come here to Algeria, Mali have really impressed. That stunning opening game in Group B against Nigeria, the defending champions. They outplayed Nigeria. Niani's goal wasn't against the run of play. Well, Niani's going to be called back here. Quick throw out from Antwi to Arkofu. Arkofu sends it forward. Route 1 stuff. Asafua can't get there. Odger can though. His positioning is exemplary, Moses Odger. Assembled Ghanaian press, not too impressed. But Odger was given the nod ahead of Clifford Abuagi. This is Roger Stella, a youth player, just 16 years of age. Abu Aghi has already got the big money move to Udinese. Rogers acquitted himself well here. He's currently on the deck, just making a nuisance of himself, the powerful Hamidou Traore, dealing with the youngster a little over aggressively. It's going to be a free kick to Ghana. And now Ebenezer Ofori's down as well. Well, this one looks more ominous for Ghana. Events on the ball, often players make the most of when they go down off the ball. It really looks good. Ebenezer Ofori's had a fine game. Plays for New Ubisiasi in the Ghanaian top flight. And he's really grown into the role as a left midfielder. He'd been a left back earlier in the tournament, but Jeremiah Arkerful has been preferred today at left back. Ebenezer Ofori up ahead of him. But he is going to be the second Black Satellites player to have been stretchered off in this game at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. We saw Ebenezer Asafua stretchered off. He did come back on. Asafua was fit to continue. Silas Teta and the Ghana staff will be hoping likewise for Ebenezer Ofori. Here was the free kick earlier on from Masaka Samaki. Again, hoping Derek Mensah can conjure up something better. Currently a man down. Can they send themselves a goal up from this range? Mensah leaves it through the wall and straight at Ali Yaringo. Well, the wall just seemed to crumble there. It was Moses Oja that hit it. He'll have to wait for his first goal of the tournament. Ghanaian medical staff desperately trying to fix Ofori up. Currently playing a man down. But luckily for the Black Satellites, Ghana have settled somewhat. So Egypt currently leading the other semi-final. If this one stays goalless, it will go straight to penalties. We're not going to have extra time in the knockout stages of this tournament. Nice touch inside by Samaki. Here's Samaki again, he lets it run out of play cleverly. Intelligent play by Samaki. Not quite the same, funnily enough, from the man named Mensah. Adama run through. And then goes off his line in a flash. Well, Yaringo's yet to be promoted to the Marseille first team squad. There are 3 goalkeepers ahead of him. First among those, the international Steve Mondonda, of course. Player spotted by Jean-Marc Mobilo, the Algeria coach. Algeria left this tournament early. First time they'd ever been at the tournament, the hosts. It was a painful one for the fans, the assembled fans at the Stade Oumar Ousseif to see Egypt beating Nigeria in that other semi-final. And Ofori looks like his afternoon may well be over as we approach the hour mark here. Here's Derek Mensah, he's caught on the ball. Keita out to the left-hand side. Keita's brought down. Just has that pace, he's almost as fast without the ball as with it. Congo Reinhardt's just trying to slow down play for a moment. Perhaps Ebenezer Ofori is going to come off. Just waiting on confirmation of the substitution. Sales Tete giving Ofori every chance to continue his game. With a dangerous free kick as we approach the hour mark at the Stade Ahmed Zaban. Diallo and Diarra, two big targets in the box. A lot of height for Mali. Adamaniani's there. First comes into the penalty spot and guided towards goal by Diallo. Not the first header we've seen Eric Cantwell collect comfortably. Once you get the ball past Lawrence Larty, Mali really do dominate aerially. But so far they haven't been able to get any venom, not the sufficient purchase on their headers towards goal. And Joe Asiedu is going to come on then for Ofori. Started the first game, Joe Asiedu. That was the defeat against Egypt. And that was when Arkafu came into the side and Ofori went forward. And now we're back to what we saw in the opening game down this left-hand side. And Asiedu on for Ofori. Not quite as direct a player as Asiedu. Looks like we could see another injury here. There's Ojo. They're dropping like flies, Ghana. Well, that was a high foot, no question. Usman Keita. Free kick to Ghana this time. Just past the hour mark. Kanaba's in the box again. Siedu standing over it. Can have an instant impact. Low ball in. And easily hooked away clear by Traore. Atama. High ball in towards Asafua. Asafua has been kept quiet by Usman Keita. And they suspected before the game that Usman Keita and Mohamedou Traore that they kept Asafua quiet, they kept Ghana quiet. That's what's proved to be the case so far. Lawrence Larty doesn't get the right touch on the ball. Neither, though, does Samba Diallo. That was a real chance. Diallo was absolutely unmarked. Just ghosted in between Larty and Arkafu, did Diallo. And that's a real chance. He was leaning back and over the bar. That's a let-off for Ghana. Scored the opener in that 2-1 win over the Democratic Republic of Congo. Did Samba Diallo. We won't want to see that one again. That should have been 2 goals for the tournament for him. Oje, given his game ahead of Clifford Aboagye. He's had a good game. Always busy, fine space in the midfield for Ghana. It's just been the problem of distribution, really. It hasn't been fluid enough, not enough movement off the ball. Asafua and Nar have tired. Now Mali come forward with Traore. Here's the substitute Joe Asiedu. He's bundled off the ball. And I think the Namibian referee's been kind to Asiedu there, Shikonga Reinhardt. Not much in that at all. Let the ball run away from him. Samba Diallo can field hard done by. Here's Asiedu again. Nice turn this time. Inside to Oja. He looks to find Nar, who goes for goal. Well, he had a bit of space, Francis Nar. Shooting on the turn. Not an easy technique. He blazed harmlessly over that man's bar. Ali Yaringo. Both goalkeepers have had work to do. Ali Yaringo and Eric Antwi both have acquitted themselves well. The best chances undoubtedly have come from Mali. Damiani's header in the first half was the best chance of the game until that one. We saw moments of goal. Samba Diallo unmarked. Cross to the 6-yard box, and he just had to get over the ball and find the target from that distance. Eric Antwi would have had no chance. Give away possession cheaply. Troy goes from range. He was just put off his shot at the last moment. Although Troy. He stayed down under the challenge. Just 16 years of age, Hamidou Traoré. Youngest player in the squad by nearly a year. Born on the 7th of October 96. The Mali fans enjoying themselves more than the Ghanaians. Not too many Malians assembled at this 40,000 Stade Ahmed Zabana. The ones who have bothered to make the journey have certainly had more to enjoy than the Ghanaians. If Ghana do get back into this and even snatch a lead, though, it would certainly be a smash and grab. Ghana, the most successful team in Canada 20 history. To have some famous under-20 graduates, Ghana. Perhaps most famous of them is Andre Ayew, current Marseille man who plays ahead of the Mali goalkeeper. Plays alongside, rather, Steve Mandanda, who plays ahead of the Mali goalkeeper, Ali Yaringo. Masiere drops short. So let's not to go from him. Good decision, Asafua. One of the ball out to the left-hand side. Asafua surely fouled there, he keeps his feet. Heavy defending from Samaki. Shoulder to shoulder play. No foul for Asafua. Yeah, no nonsense defence, Mali. Have conceded 3 goals at the tournament. Eddie Ngoye got the goal in the 2-1 win for the Congolese side. They then conceded 2 against Gabon, 2-0 in the final group game. They didn't come into this semi-final on a high, Mali. Well, Mali and Ghana both came into this semi on 6 points from the group stages. It was enough for Mali to win their Group B. Such had been the stuttering form of Nigeria. Ghana, though, had Egypt with a perfect 3 wins from 3 ahead of them in Group A. Speaking of Egypt and Nigeria, Egypt still leading, another semi-final. The winner of this one will go on to meet Rami Rabia's side. Confirmation of the scoreline here, though, in Stade Ahmed Zabana. It is still Mali 0, Ghana 0. As Joe Asiedu comes forward, lovely step over from the substitute. He's done well to win the ball back, and Asafua was there. And so was the big defender, Usman Keita. Asiedu did well to win the ball back. And Asafua was there in a dangerous place. Damaniani. Second best of the ball. Derek Mensah's done well. Here's Anaba. He's dispossessed. Both teams tiring, you sense. Tiakoro Keita trying to burst forward, and that's a foul on Keita. Challenged by 2 players, and he's looking at the referee, Shikongo Reinhardt. He wants a card, Keita. Just got in between Oja, Derek Mensah, Roger caught him. Mensah caught him too, actually. Mensah still on the ground as Damiani has a word with Adama Mariko. Mariko's had quite a quiet game for Mali. Most of the game has been taking place alongside him. Diallo and Diarra, Keita, Traore, much the busier midfielders. Magic spray for Derek Mensah. We do have Baba Mensah in the squad as well. No relation that Neve Yosef Man from Israel. Here's the run from Keita. Does have both feet. That's injuring himself as he careered into the winger. Again, the stretcher's out for Derek Mensah this time. Asafua came back from the injury when he was stretchered off. No such luck for Ebenezer Ofori. Joe Asiedu had to be subbed on by Celis Teta for Ghana. And I hope that Derek Mensah will live to tell the tale this time. It's a bit innocuous. We do have midfielders on the bench. Francois Fugiamfi and Clifford Aboagi, but they're more attacking players than Derek Mensah. It's defending they have to do here, Ghana. Defending Francis Nair does well. One-man wall, and now a chance to counter for Ghana. Asafua comes forward. He's got a sea of yellow shirts, but that's good vision. But Nair took his eye off the ball. Still has possession though, Francis Nair. Nketiah's on the overlap. Francis Nair is dispossessed. And that was a chance going begging. Damaniani, the player back battling for the ball. Good pace from Damaniani. Here's Diallo. There's Troy ahead of him, but that is easily read by Akafour. France going to go up against Ebenezer Asafua. What a frustrating game this has been for Ebenezer Asafua. Scored the goal against Egypt, which looked like it was going to snatch a draw. It was in the first Group A game. That was with his left foot. He got the 1-0 against Benin with the head, and then the 2-0 against Algeria with his right foot. He's, over the 3 games, got a perfect hat-trick as Adamaniani looks for his 3rd goal of the tournament, but he went to ground. Asiedu knocks it back to Akarfoul, who launches one upfield towards Asafua. Asafua loses his balance, but he does at least win the throw-in. 20 minutes to go at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. And Asafua is just beginning to wake up. Asiedu with a quick throw. Here's Odger. Good turn from Jeremiah Akarfoul. Mensah back to his feet then. Midfielder is okay for now. Tama, Akarfoul. He got his feet mixed up there, Jeremiah Akarfoul. Damaniani, a chance to send the ball out wide to Keita. Nketiah has done just enough. One for Francis Nair to chase this time. And that's good defending. There's one Keita. Abdoulaye Keita knocks it back. And with Traore. Traore's playing right up and down that left-hand side. Mensah's gone to ground again. Derek Mensah, another Tema youth player. Do have a stunning youth setup. Akarfoul, his teammate. Moses Odger as well, and Francis Nair. All 4 of them getting the start for this game under Celis Tete. That's a powerful header, but not let out. Got a million defender. They play on for now. Here's Traore. Lovely feed against the opposite number 2. Akarfoul does well to watch the ball though, and he's won it back. Saka Samaka, right after winning that header, let out a whelp. He got the left arm of Asiedu in his ribs. Not what Moussa Keita wants to see. Mali of course, by being in these semi-finals, have already qualified for the World Cup to be played in June and July in Turkey. Musa Keita says they want to win the tournament. Qualifying's not enough. They have acquitted themselves here, Mali. They don't have to fear any team. They will be frustrated that they've not been more opportunistic and predatory in front of goal. It is still 0-0. Ghana coming back into this. Francis Nar now. Roger to Arkorfu. This is good possession from the Black Satellites. Lawrence Larty. Asiedu. Good ball out to right hand side. Well watched by Troy though. Dangerous position he takes up there, Michael Inaba. Troy keen to join his namesake Troy on that left flank, and there's a lot of space left for Inaba to exploit. Ghana just beginning to look for that pass. Damiani knocks it back. Here's Samba Diallo. Diallo has had a couple of chances to score in this game. Good step over. And a real chance this. Adama trying to find space. Crowded out at the last minute. Now a chance for Ghana to counter-attack. Francis Nar on the run on this near side. He's been beautifully found. Here's Francis Nar. Back to Asiedu. He's looking for Ebenezer Asafua. Arkorfu. Inside to Asiedu, goes for goal. And he's closed down by Usman Keita. Keita intelligently lets the ball run to his goalkeeper, Ali Ringo. Sprung into life this game. Both Mali and Ghana realising we only have 50 minutes left. Here's Inaba again on the far side. One lollipop, two lollipop, can he find a way through? Well, he got his angles all wrong. Overhit the pass, and Nketiah was on the overlap there. Here's the step over from Teokoro Keita, created the chance. It fell to Adama Niani, but he couldn't get the shot off. Perhaps he should have laid that off. Troy was beside him. By Damiani. Confirmation of the scoreline, still goalless. There's 0-0's goal. This has been an exciting game. Damiani had a headed chance in the first half. Samba Diallo in the second half from point-blank range. Ahmed Atama making sure there's no chance this time. Samaki's down again. Such a robust player, battling. Rogers hands wings back again. Keita sends a free kick forward. Here's Keita again. He's got the free kick. He's gone against Asafua and in favour of Keita. Claiming he was hit in the face, but that's a foul. Asafua stays down. Kantui's had a number of free kicks to defend in this game. Sweltering heat in Iran. Ghanaian players taking the opportunity to just rehydrate somewhat. There's that chance I was talking about from Diallo. This one's from Niani. He had Diallo beside him, and Troy trying to twist and turn and get the shot off himself. Four-man wall for Ghana. Kantui respecting the threat that Samaki et al. Pose. This chance came from Samba Diallo. From the free kick anyway. It's Keita that hits it. Good power off the crossbar. Damiani goes for the overhead kick, and that's deemed dangerous play. What a let-off that is for Ghana. Look at the power on this shot. Stayed down as well. Off the woodwork. Traore with a thumping effort. And the acrobatic follow-up from Niani. Here's Ojer now. How's there not been a goal in this game? Michael Anaba trying to force his way through, and he's gone down on the edge of the box. Now looked a painful one. Michael Anaba stayed down here. Well, 10 minutes to go at the start. Ahmed Zabana. Still no sign of the deadlock being broken. Hamadou Traore, though, wasn't far away there. Off the joint, Eric Cantway absolutely flapping. He'd had no chance. He wasn't getting there. At the other end, Michael Anaba trying to force his way through. Well, Karaba, the Egyptian's got his brace in the other semi-final, so whoever wins this one, it may take penalties to decide it. But for the best efforts of Hamadou Traore, it does look like either Mali or Ghana will face Egypt in the final. Nigeria, the defending champions, look like they're going to surrender the title. Karaba, the forward, has made it 2-0 at the Stade Omar Ousseif. Back at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. Kanaba's game could well be over. Look how far away Antwi was from the ball. That free kick was not getting saved. No substitution for the moment. Ebenezer Asafua, the tournament's top scorer, with a yellow card to his name now. Surely just for mouthing off to the referee, Shikonda Reinhardt. Marble went down, he didn't get the free kick on the edge of the box. Ebenezer Asafua not liking that. Keita goes for goal. Oh, he gets to Lawrence Larty. Larty's getting the free kick thanks to Derek Mensah. Well, party time for the Malian support. The Eaglets enjoying themselves, even though their team have been frustrated here against Ghana. Still 0-0. Less than 10 minutes left to go at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. We are looking at penalties. The loser will play against Nigeria in the third place playoff. The winner against Egypt in the final. Derek Mensah. Here's Arkofu. Inside to Ojer. It's well spread the play by Ghana. Moving the ball around well. It's a free kick. Traore can have an argument. Nketiah had the ground easily in the first half a couple of times, but that time it was fouled. Going to take the free kick quickly, and the pass is too quick for everybody in a white shirt. Derek Mensah, the guilty party. Ringo with the goal kick. He's not many saves to make. Same can't be said of Eric Cantway. He has another one to make here. And off his line well. Dominating his box with aplomb. Ramadan's Professionals goalkeeper. Keita, the Bastia man. I think the foul. 7 minutes to go. Still no sign of a goal between Mali and Ghana. They've reverted to route one here. They've had the better of the game. That'll count for nothing if they lose this penalty shootout, which is looming. Layoff to Traore. Ambitious attempt from range. Well, it was Keita, excuse me. Man fouled moments ago. Nice route one from Ghana. Up towards Asiedu. Roger wins the ball. Arco full. Forward to Asiedu. Well, he hasn't been quite as busy as Ebenezer Ofori was on this left-hand side, and missed control there from Asiedu. Roger, good balance, keeps his feet. Ghana perhaps more willing to settle for a penalty shootout than Mali. Derek Mensah comes forward. A lot of space on this right-hand side. Naba has Nketiah ahead of him. He sends it into the box instead. Look at the bounce on the ball there. That's perhaps the reason that Damiani hasn't made this 1-0 Mali. Okay, the ball spent an eternity up in the air there. The bounce was massive, and that's what happened to Damiani early on in this game. He was crossed the ball by Teokoro Keita. His header beat Eric Cantwell, but it bounced down off the turf and then over the crossbar. I suspect if this game had been played at the Stade Omer Oussef, where they don't have the 5G artificial turf, then Mali would have made that goal. As it stands, it is still 0-0. Stade Ahmed Zabana. 5 minutes to go, and Ghana rather happier to see a penalty shootout than would be Mali. Keita sends it forward. He's out of position here. Roger trying to capitalise. Here's Asafua. Asafua's got the foul. This is some brief respite for Ghana. It's also an opportunity to snatch all the, I was going to say points, but the crucial victory. Just 5 minutes to go. And if they get this goal, surely would be enough to separate the sides. Enough to send Ghana into the final. Remember, Ghana gunning for a 4th title. It would be a youth record at the Orange African Under-20 Championship. It's Jeremiah Arkoful. He's ready to send it in. Arkoful with a high ball into the back post. Too high for everybody. Well, that's wasteful. Arkoful gets a boo from the assembled Ghanaian support. Why you'd have Arkoful take a free kick like that, given the distribution of some of the players on the pitch. Ishmael Nketiah has put a few dangerous balls in from the right-hand side. No reason he can't do the same from the left with a dead ball. Here's Traore, had a wonderful attempt, crash off the bar. Keita spreads it wide to the other Traore. Roger gives up possession cheaply. Traore sends it in to Keita. Good dip to the shoulder from Keita, trying to dance his way clear. Well, that would have been dangerous. We've seen how Traore can hit them. Keita unable to keep the ball in play. Just danced his way round, and I'd like to see that again from another angle. I'm not convinced that went out of play for Teokoro Keita. Played on by Francis Knott. Abdoulaye Keita. Keita who playing their trade in France. Assembled scouts have had a lot to feast on here. Some outstanding performances. Nketiah on this far side has been dangerous. Here he comes again. Nketiah trying to make things get going for Ghana, and he's got the corner. This is dangerous for Mali. Well, he's got pace to burn, Nketiah, and he's got stamina for days. Going forward there, causing havoc in the Mali defence. Takes the corner short. Now Nketiah gets it in. That's through the target. Asiedu. He got his control wrong. Marcofu's going to help him out. The pass out to him not good enough, and that's an easy bit of defending for Samaki. Asiedu's won the ball back though. Lovely feet from Asiedu. Ogier now. Knees closed down. Marcofu again. Well, that's wasteful. Ghana running out of time. Jeremiah Marcofu plays his club football at centre back. He's preferred as a left back for the national team at under 20, such as the form of Ahmed Atama and Lawrence Larty. It wasn't a pass typical of a left back. There's no nonsense defending this time. Here's Mariko. Spread to Samaki. Adama has a bit of space, goes for goal. Well, it was ghosting towards that far corner, but an easy collection for Eric Antwi. And Safua drops it back. Nketiah again on a run up that line. And the pass to him not nearly good enough. That's been Ghana's problem a couple of times. Just the final ball, we see 3 minutes flashed up by the fourth official. Both teams deserve credit. Mali have been the better team over the balance, you'd have to say, but they have let Ghana creep back into the game. Adama now. Troy controls, but he has Arkofu in close attendance. Oh, good bit of trickery from Troy. He's done well. That's a dangerous ball in, and an important header clear from Lawrence Larty. Adama Niani now. Larty closes him down as well. Standout performance from the Ghanaian captain. Look at this play from Troy. Dangerous ball into the box too. Larty had to be there. Here's Asiedu. Heavy touch. A chance again for Mali. And Troy got his angles wrong this time. He's had a couple of chances. You've seen his shooting prowess from that free kick 15 minutes ago. When he crashed off the joint. Bit of skill for him here as well. Left Arkofu chasing shadows. A dangerous ball into the box from Troy. Lawrence Larty's positioning absolutely crucial. Safua. Trying to ball into trouble. Ogier keeps things going, but Derek Mensah's caught out here. Nketiah. Asiedu. Lovely 1-2. Nar knocks it back. One-touch football and an ambitious attempt from Asiedu. Well, Yoringo hasn't had much to do really in the Mali goal. Some can't be said of Eric Antwi. With just over a minute left of added time, it does look like this is going to be a penalty shootout. Both goalkeepers like to be busy. Antwi races off his line. Asiedu. Ghana running out of time. Can they get the smash and grab? They don't deserve the goal, you'd have to say. Mali have been better. In these dying moments, it has been the men in white shirts that have had more of the ball. Here's Arkofu. Ogier. Back to his left back. Good pressing this from Mali. Larty. Flash going up against Michael Anaba. An instant decision. He was offside. The flat back four from Mali doing its job. And there's the final whistle from Shikonga Reinhardt, the Namibian referee. It has ended. Mali 0, Ghana 0. The other semi-final has ended. Egypt 2, Nigeria 0. we'll have to wait for penalties to find out who's going to join Egypt in the final at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. No extra time, remember, in the knockout stages of this, the Orange African Under-20 Championship. This was a wonderful chance from Hamidou Traoré. Thumped it off the woodwork of Erkantwi. You'd have to say Mali had the better of the match, but if they are to win through to the final, they're going to have to do so via penalties. Well, they have already caused a few upsets. They beat the champions Nigeria 1-0 in the opening day on Group B. Something which Egypt have repeated. They'll be in the final. The second string side, Mali, did fall in the final group game 2-0 against Gabon. Moussa Keita knew what he was doing. Back into the side here came Samba Diallo, Tiakoro Keita, Ali Iringo. And they played well against Ghana, who many of the Malian number were saying were the favourites for the whole tournament, Moussa Keita included. They've had the better of the game. Real chances. Well, just to confirm that we will in fact be getting a bit of extra time. A real change made last minute by CAF. So maybe it won't require penalties. We'll get two 15-minute halves. And look at the players here. Horizontal, absolutely exhausted. It's been some effort from both sets of players. No substitute as yet used by Mali. We have seen Joe Asiedu come on for Ebenezer Ofori for Ghana. What a talent on the bench. Moussa Keita can't call upon. Boubacar Toungara, only player in this squad from the Salif Keita Centre. Salif Keita, former international. For Moussa Swell and Madibo. Two forwards for Moussa Abdul Keita's clubmate. He's on the bench for the 3-0 loss at Brest for Bastia in November. Hasn't yet really cracked into the full side for Bastia. There's also Mohamedou Cissé on the bench there, the only other player in the squad from the Malian champions, Jaliba. Samba Diallo, the other one, of course, and Samba Diallo had a good game there. Really does remind me of Yaya Toure. He's a box-to-box, powerful midfielder. Gets forward to join in the attack when Damaniani and Traoré and Keita get forward together. Just awaiting extra time then at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. Mali been in the finals 8 times, not in the actual showpiece, the final itself. Not for the one of trying this time. Here's that chance in the second half from Hamidou Traoré, the youngest player in this Mali squad. Maybe the youngest at 16, but he's certainly powerful. And look at the power he got behind that shot. Erkantwi was scrambling. The ball crumbled. And Antwi was saved by the woodwork. This was the chance right at the death from Adamaniani. Has already scored 2 goals in the tournament, unable to make it 3. And Traoré again proving he's not just a one-trick pony with a powerful shot. Leaving Arca full chasing shadows. A dangerous cross this in, and look at Lawrence Larty. Crucial positioning because Samba Diallo was lurking. Erkantwi dominated his box well as well. Ghana were living dangerously, but when called upon, they did just enough not to concede. This was the other chance from Adamaniani. Really fluffed his line that time. One time he's been given a lot of space by Lawrence Larty. The captain let Ahmed Atama deal with him this time and left him too much space. And the Nantes man won't want to see that one again. Teokoro Keita, who's at the centre of everything. Mali did well going forward. Created all kinds of havoc. Look at this for a chance. So Damiani in two minds. He should have laid the ball off. Ghana then, three-time champions. They won in 1993, 99 and 2009. They were runner-up in 2001. They've been third once and fourth once. They don't want to find themselves in the third place playoff against Nigeria. But on the balance of the game, you'd have to say Ghana deserved to be there. Mali with a better side. Mali's best ever performance at this tournament was back in 1989 when they were the runners-up. Nigeria, the team that beat them in the final that day, they could well face Nigeria should they fail to win this extra part of the game. Francis Nar there. Not a busy game, full of running, yet to open his account for the tournament as Famusa, who we mentioned, does make his way onto the pitch. Bastia striker, Keita's clubmate, big powerful attacker. Still just one substitution from each side then. Josie Edu came on late for Ebenezer Ofori for Ghana. Famusa now entering the fray for Mali. Chikonga Reinhardt blows the whistle for the first of these two 15-minute phases. And there's Sarful Gamyi through, and that was a real chance. Frank Sarful Gamyi, another substitution. And what an instant impact that would have been. Oh, straight at the goalkeeper. What a chance for Frank Sarful Gamyi. Not to be confused, of course, with Sarful Gamyi, who reached the CAN final back in 1992 with Ghana. Shot from range. And an easy collection again from Eric Antwi. Some tired legs out there. Frank Sarful. The freshest pair of legs out there alongside Famusa. And he very nearly had an immediate impact. He was back defending. Adamaniani trying to force his way through. He's crowded out by Lawrence Larty. And now he's made the foul. A silly challenge that from the non-attacker. Mensah plugging the gap in front of his defence. Here's the Tama and Tarko Fool. Both teams wondering how its goal is, especially Mali. Damaniani with the best chance in the first half with a header that crashed over the bar. Mido Troy with a free kick that crashed off the bar. Keita sends it in. Here's the substitute, Frank Sarful. Long ball forward towards Francis Nar. Arco Fool. This is conservative play from Ghana. Tired legs out there. Hope for one ball into the box off the head of Keita. Mensah used a hand according to the referee, Chikonga Reinhardt. Damaniani, scorer of 2 goals at this tournament. Mensah is going to get a yellow card here. Second of the game for Ghana. Richmond Nakete got one in the first half of normal time. Free kick to Mali. Launched into the box. Too much on that for even a Damiani. Does have plenty of height. He's taller, as you saw there, than the centre-back marking him, Lawrence Larty. Tama. Welcome Chelsea man. Chelsea, one of a number of English Premier League clubs that have scouts at this tournament. Clearly they've already scouted Ahmed Tama. No guarantee he'll make the step up. He needs to step up here. Oh, the ball too high for Damiani. Frank Sarfo brings it away for Ghana. Odja sends it forward to Francis Nar. Nar's been brought down. Free kick to Ghana. Richmond Nketiah. Some deadly delivery in the first half we saw from him. It's dried up somewhat. Can he send a good ball in here, Nketiah? Such is the height of the Malian defence that it almost doesn't matter. Parker Full sends it forward. Here's Asafua. Oh, lovely layoff to Odja. He goes for goal and gets it all wrong. Confirmation of that yellow card for Derek Mensah. Not going to be enough to suspend them from the subsequent match. What their subsequent match from this one will be, well, we're not sure. We do know the final is Egypt. The third place playoffs against Nigeria. Third place on Friday, the final on Saturday, right here on Sport 5. Remember to tune into that. It's been a thrilling Orange African Under-20 championship here in Algeria. We've seen the record defending six-time champions crash out to Egypt in the other semi-final. Musa hasn't had much to do since he came on. There's also Boubakary Diarra, Moussa Keita, the Mali coach, can call upon, the Torino man. There's a similar game to Samba Diallo, real box-to-box, Yaya Toure-esque midfielder. Here's Lawrence Larty careering up from the back for Ghana, though. Sarfo runs into trouble, gets the throw in though. Quickly taken by Nketiah. Francis Nar does well to win the ball. Out to Sarfo. Trying to force his way through, and he's done well. He's got the corner. Well, that looked to have deflected. Sarfo shaking his head. Inclined to agree with Sarfo there. I think Samba Diallo got a touch. Well, maybe it was a ricochet and Sarfo did indeed get the final touch. Troy with a dip of the shoulder. Well, Moussa Keita never won a tournament, never won a trophy in his career as a player or manager. These Mali players say they want to win it for him. They've certainly been working hard. They've dug deep. They've had chances. As it stands, they've still been unable to break the deadlock. And a free kick here, though. Dangerous ball in. Well, not enough height. The game taking place very much in the Ghana half. 3 yellow shirts in the defensive half. Nketiah lets it run. Clever defending between these two right-handed players, Frank Sarfo and Richmond Nketiah. Not so clever throwing from Nketiah. Puts possession away straight away. Diarra knocks it all the way back to the goalkeeper, Uringo. Uringo motioning his players to get forward. Needs a target up there. Adama's been found. Here he is. Well, that would have been quite a goal from that range. Damiani on 2 goals for the tournament so far. It was incredible that he didn't make it 3 in the first few minutes of this game. He beat the goalkeeper with his close range header, but it bounced over the crossbar. Can he do better here from the corner? It's Keita across to take it. Diallo, an obvious target. Again going forward. Teokoro Keita motioning to the near post. It's headed clear. Back out to Keita though. And again it's headed clear. Frank Surfer's made a mess of that clearance for Ghana. Mali have a chance. And again it's blazed over the bar. You can just see the tiredness creeping into their game. Abdoulaye Keita reluctant to control the ball and work hard for space. He just wants to blast from range. A lot of these players have been reduced to doing. Unforgiving circumstances though, in fairness. Stade Ahmed Zaban, it was 20 degrees at kick-off. Fahrenheit that is. Asafua comes forward. He's crowded out though. That's good defending between them by Keita and Diarra. Roger fighting hard for the ball, but good distribution by the Mali midfield. Telegraph by Samaki, gets it back. Here's Usman Keita. Diarra. Keita. Well, possession-wise, it's all Mali. Trying to win it back for now. Francis Nar knocks it inside. Here's Oje. Asafua gives chase. Nobody with him. He's looking for the handball. Well, he's saying it's a penalty. Referee Shikonga Reinhardt says it was outside the box. Well, this is much the better solution for Mali. Let's see. Well, it certainly wasn't inside the box. It certainly was a handball. And the Namibian referee's got that absolutely right. No question. Off the left hand of Boubacar Diarra. Plays for the Congolese champions TP Mazembe, Boubacar Diarra. Has a lot of experience for his 18 years of age. And that was rather unavoidable, the handball from the big centre half. Free kick right on the edge of the box for Ghana. There's Larty up from the back. Marco Fool standing over it. As is Nketiah. The two full-backs. Right foot of Nketiah, left foot of Arkur Fool. Which one will strike it? It's the left foot of Arkur Fool. Goes for goal. And too close to the goalkeeper. An easy collection for the captain, Ali Yaringo. Decent power from Arkur Fool. Given how close he was to the goal, did well to get that up and down. Still on target, but too close to the keeper. Damiani's done well. Keita now with a bit of space on this near side. Tries to force his way through. Now it's a free kick at the other end. Well, Ahmed Atama, Lawrence Larty rather, says that Keita just ran straight into him. He wasn't getting the ball though, was he? And we saw Hamidou Traoré crash one off Ferro-Cantui's woodwork at the end of that second half. It was inches away from being 1-0. Ferro-Cantui this time making sure as well do their job. It crumbled for Traoré's shot. And all the requisite distance. Chicago Reinhardt making sure of that, given how close it is to the goal. Damiani Looking for his third goal of the tournament. Gives the ball a kiss before he strikes it. Looks like he will go for goal. Damiani goes for goal, and it's over the bar. And frustration writ large. Damiani. It has been a frustrating game for him. Wasn't given that many chances against Nigeria, nor against the Democratic Republic of Congo. Those two games he did get 2 goals. Second top scorer at the tournament indeed. Ebenezer Asafua and Mahmoud Hamad, better known as Karaba, both on 3 goals. Asafua's been able to make it 4 goals for the tournament so far. Frank Sarfo comes forward for Ghana though. Asafua now in the box. Nketiah's in support. Finds Nketiah. Over to the back post. Good turn from Asafua. He can't keep his feet, but Asiedu comes through and it's ricocheted. And is that a corner? Joe Asiedu reluctant to give up on the situation there. Asafua, he went to ground. Asiedu chasing the ball through. And did that deflect? Well, no. The attentions of Usman Keita putting Asiedu off nonetheless. With just 30 seconds left of this first half of extra time. And the biggest flashpoint of it came seconds into it. Frank Sarfo, the substitute, with a shot straight at Ali Yaringo. Here is Frank Sarfo. There's Asafua ahead of him. He's found the tournament top goal scorer. And Asafua's found a sea of yellow. And Troy's tackle, not a fair one. Look at this, comes right into the back, into the legs of Asafua. I've no complaint with this free kick being given. Richmond Nketiah, inevitably the man who'll take it on this near side. Keita, Traore, Boubacar Diarra, they do have a lot of height. Look how tall the yellow shirts are compared to the white ones. Takes a good delivery this from Nketiah to find the foul black satellite. Nketiah sends it in, and Diarra finds the head. And Mali get it away. Well, for the first, let's say, 80 minutes of this game, it was all Mali. Ghana look the fitter side. Mali will get a rest, though. That's the temporary respite they'll get for the first half of extra time being called to a close by Shikongo Reinhardt. Still goalless at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. A couple of chances in that first phase of extra time. Well, whoever wins this game is going to be exhausted for the final. Remember, the final's just on Saturday. That will be against Egypt at this same stadium, the Stade Ahmed Zabana. Third place playoff the day before against Nigeria. The defending champions will hope to go out with a bang, and they'll be more rested when the team loses this game as well. Team spirit there for all to see amongst the Ghana side. According to their manager, they have God on their side. When they won that 2009 World Cup, Nigerian prophet TB Joshua told Celes Teta that he'd had a vision that there would be a goalless game and that Ghana would win on penalties. That's exactly what happened. Ghana with another 15 minutes to play. If it stays goalless, we will see penalties. It's Mali who kick us off, and it's now at walking pace. Both teams absolutely exhausted, spent. Samaki sends it forward. That's well won by Lawrence Larty. Keita. Traore. Sends it into the box. It's deep, and Asiedu wins the header. But not fairly, and it's going to be a free kick. Samba Diallo had a real chance in the second half to make it 1-0 as well. After good work from Teokoro Keita, it was cut back to the big midfielder. He had just a huge goal to aim at. He beat his defender but got under the ball and skied it. Cantwee sorting out as well, resting on his post there. He's been the busier of the two goalkeepers. Amadou Traoré crashed one off the joint from this range earlier in the game. Moussa Kone looks like he wants it. "106 minutes played at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. Conga Reinhardt, the Namibian referee, making sure the wall at the requisite distance. It is Famusa who's pulled rank here, the Bastia man. Can he make it 1-0? Well, it deflects and over the wall. Decent strike from Famusa. Not quite as accurate as the one we saw from Amadou Traoré. There's still a corner to Mali though. Midatama can't win the header. Does enough to put off the attacking man though, Adamaniani. Cutting a frustrated figure, as is Usman Keita. Arkerful, bit of energy from the left back still left in him. Good ball over to the far side as well. Frank Sarfo now. Has Nketiah support, comes inside though. He's found his way through the gap, Frank Sarfo, and gone down on the edge of the box. No foul. Keita launches one forward over to the far side. Lawrence Larty, well, he looked like he was taking his time for too long there. Oh, not where you want to receive a foul. Teokoro Keita. Arkerful. Now they're off the face of Francis now. Arkerful wins the header though. Here's Keita. Traoré. Again, it's Route 1 stuff. Famusa was the target, and that's going to be a free kick. Asiedu claims he did nothing, but Mariko got his right hand in his ribs. Look at this loose hand here. No real malice. He did have his eye on the ball, Asiedu. It was more his right shoulder than anything else. Even worse. Well, we saw a number of players stretch it off. Almost entirely Ghanaian. Ebenezer Asafua got back to his feet, as is Derek Mensah. Ebenezer Afori had to get subbed off for Joe Asiedu, who was the guilty party this time. Well, the sun will set on one of these teams' chances. We'll find out quite which team that is after the second phase of extra time. It will go to penalties by the looks of things. Still a bit of time left as Samaka stands over the free kick for Mali. And this time Traoré and Famusa. I was going to say not arguing over who was striking, but Famusa has now pulled rank again. Famusa chips it in this time. Here's Famusa again, trying to head it back into the danger zone. Only as far as Ahmed Datama though. Arkerful's gone down, but the referee plays advantage. Here's Joe Asiedu. A risky ball into the middle of the park. It came off though, needed to be accurate, and it was. Frank Sarfo. Sarfo full of running. He's got the throw in deep in enemy territory. Sarfo's first act coming on in extra time was a shot straight at Ali Yaringo. Looked lively since he came on. Against a tired pair of legs in the shape of Mahamadou Traoré. Minutes to go at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. Still Mali 0, Ghana 0. This is a free kick in a dangerous place, and Jeremiah Arkerfull is going across to take it, the left-footed left back. Asiedu was given a yellow card for his earlier foul. 3 yellow cards for the Ghanaian side, but can they make it 1 goal? Arkerfull sends it in and punched away clear by Yaringo. Well, Yaringo arguing with his defenders as to who should have dealt with that. In the end, he punched, not the most convincing of punches, but at least he punched big. Still 0-0. Miscontrol by Nketiah. Niani finds Famusa. Famusa gets it in and headed clear by Atama. Poor touch from Derek Mensah. Atama's won it back. And ambitious to attempt from range. Here's the punch from Yaringo. Arkerfull launches one forward. Here's Asafua. Handball. Surely Asafua and Francis Nar up in arms about this one. Chikongo Reinhardt didn't see it. Well, ricocheted up off onto the hand of Usman Keita. There was no intent. Arkerfull, can he keep the ball in play? Well, he can get the cross off, he can't keep his cross in play. Well, that's the argument as to why there perhaps should be video technology in the game. Perhaps the technology is already there. It just needs a little whisper from the 4th official, the referee's ear. Yes, there was a handball, and he makes the decision. And purely from a neutral point of view, it would be rough justice if Mali lost this one to a single penalty, let alone a penalty shootout. They've been the better side. Continue to defend resolutely. Samaki trying to play in a Daminiani. Boubacar Diarra wins a header, only as far as Asiedu. Asiedu's brought down. Industrious challenge from Famusa. There's a big physical unit, Famusa. He actually got a touch on the ball there. Watch this carefully. Got the ball then, the man. The Black South Lights are carrying Ghana with a free kick. This is Adjer standing over the ball. Preferred, surprisingly enough, to Clifford Abuagi. Adjer sends it in. Francis Nar's there, but he can't get to it. Big Boubacar Diarra. Gets his game for TP Mazembe more often than not. Just 18 years of age. Congolese champions. Boubacar Diarra, the only player in this squad that plays outside either Mali or France, apart from the Torino man, Boubacar Diarra. Not surprising to see these kind of injuries now. Mahamadou Traoré does ply his trade in Mali. Yes, Bakarijan. Just a pulled muscle from him. What an effort this has been. It's unfortunate for either side that the other semi-final was a conclusive result within normal time. Had a good game, Richmond Nketiah. Subject of a bid from Belgium, just according to his agent. Currently at Mediama FC in Ghana. No confirmation of who the bid is from, but many a Belgian scout here in Algeria trying to unearth the next big thing. Certainly before the World Cup this summer, get a little head start on things with these teams that will all be at the World Cup. All 4 of these semi-finalists will make it. Ghana trying to make sure they make it as champions. Arkerfull sends it in. It's beaten everybody, and that was dangerous. Uringo came, he couldn't get there. And that's the one time Ali Uringo's looked weak, actually. These corners. Asafua. Well, that should have been goal number 4 of the tournament, really. He was unmarked, the run was good. Got goal sided for Musa. Difficult header to guide on target. 5 minutes to go at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. You have to feel sorry for Mali, having had the better of the game. Fitness of the Malians compared to Ghana, well, it's just not quite as good. Ghana have come into this game. Here they come again. Dirk Mensah runs into trouble. Clattered by Keita. Referee's whistle stays in his pocket. Here's Teokoro Keita. Looking for help, Keita. He likes to go on his own, and he's got a wicked left foot. Cuts inside, he was trying to free through Niani. Well, he had the chance to shoot there, really. Oh, Cantwee putting the ball out of play for his injured forward. Derek Mensah absolutely clattered by Keita. We've already seen the stretcher come on from Derek Mensah once. The Tema youth man did make it back. Here was the cross into Asafua. Wicked delivery from Marco Fu, beat everybody. Most importantly, Ali Uringo didn't deal with it well, the goalkeeper. If you're going to come off your line from a corner, make sure you win that, you dominate your box. So one thing he's been guilty of is shot stopping. He's been very good, the Mali captain. It was crucial when Frank Sarfo first came on in this period of extra time. But there we see, with just 3 minutes left, it is still 0-0. Ebenezer Asafua unable to snatch a goal. Derek Mensah. His evening may finally be over. So as Tete said, he didn't even want to entertain the idea of penalties. Just find out what players are most confident to take them should that situation transpire. Does look like he will not have the option with Derek Mensah. He's limping off. This doesn't look good. I have already made 2 changes. Joe Asieri, one for Ebenezer Ofori on the left-hand side. Frank Sarf, one for Michael Anaba on the right. For now, Ghana are a man down. Akafu sends it forward. Samaki's there. Daminiani does well to control the ball. At least win the ball. Mali pick up possession. Here's Asafua. Running out of time and running out of space, Ebenezer Asafua. And we will see a substitution for Derek Mensah. Well, Samaki takes the throw in quickly, and Ghana aren't able to make the change. Well, Seydou Salifu who comes on. A like-for-like substitution, another defence midfielder. One, it has to be said, with a better strike from the dead ball, so an option from the penalty spot as well. A clever head back from the captain, Lawrence Larty. Arcour full. 30 seconds left. Launches one forward. Francis Nar trying to find space. He's cut out. Asiedu picks it up. Salifu's first touch. Well, not the most effective one. It kept possession at least. Ghana resorting to Route 1 stuff now. Final seconds of this game at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. Still goalless. Mali 0, Ghana 0. Moses Odger launches one forward to Francis Nar. Tries there. Throwing deep in enemy territory this for Ghana. Richmond Nketia can launch one, he'll need to do so here. Ghana running out of time. Nketia into the box. Nar's under it, heads it on. He's looking for the corner. It's a corner which he's gotten. What a nuisance of a player he is, Francis Nair. He's not the biggest, but he really puts himself around. Jeremiah Akraful with another in-swinging corner. Salifu's up from the back. Asafua heads it back in. This time it was on target. And that will be the last act of the game. Shikonga Reinhardt calling this one, drawing it to an end. Mali 0, Ghana 0. It's going to go to penalties. Tia Koro, an enthusiastic hug for the referee. Ebenezer Asafua there. Well, if he'd managed to get a similar purchase on the header moments ago, Ghana would have snuck the win. As it stands, Ebenezer Asafua stays on 3 goals for the tournament. It stays Ghana 0, Mali 0. In a few moments' time, we will bring you the penalty shootout. Look how many players are prone on the pitch here. An exhausting experience, that. 120 minutes of football in this sweltering heat. Well, it's not quite as sweltering as it was. This game kicking off 2.5 hours ago. Diallo, the big number 5 there, had a couple of good chances. One from range in the first half, which drew a corner. Punched around the post by Eric Antwi. In the second half, it was cut back to him by Teokoro Keita, but he could only get under it from close range and send it over the bar. It was a wonderful free kick in the second half from Mali. Hamidou Traoré from range. It was a thumping effort and crashed off the joint. But then towards the end of the game, Ghana came into it more and more. Ebenezer Asafua had a couple of chances to add to his 3 goals in Algeria. Frank Sarfo, when he got subbed on at the start of this extra time in place of Michael Anaba, had a shot straight at Ali Yaringo. Mali somehow held on. The players here only just holding on. Look at them. To a man, horizontal, absolutely exhausted. Well, neither team can be faulted for lack of effort. Exhausting experience this in Iran. The crowd are still on their feet. They're enjoying this. The players absolutely gone. They're exhausted. It can have an impact on the penalties as well. Amazing that Musa Keita only used 1 substitute for Musa coming on. He's at least a forward. He's happy to take a penalty. Ghana have Frank Sarfo, Joe Asiedu and Salifu, who haven't been on for the whole game. 3 fresh pairs of legs, perhaps 3 candidates to take penalties. You'd fancy Francis Nair and Ebenezer Asafua to step up to the plate for Ghana as well. The last time a 3rd place playoff went to penalties was back in 2005. That was between Benin and Morocco, but it was after a 1-1 draw. No goals here at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. There have been goals in the last 3 3rd place playoffs. Gambia beat Zambia 3-1 in 2007. Nigeria beat South Africa 2-1 in 2009. And then at the last tournament in South Africa in 2011, Egypt beat Mali 1-0. Egypt have at least gone 1 better this year. They won the other semi-final 2-0, a conclusive result thanks to Mahmoud Karaba with a brace in that game against the defending champions Nigeria. They've gone 1 better. Who will meet Egypt in the final on Saturday? Will it be Mali? Will it be Ghana? On reflection on the balance of that 120 minutes of play, you'd have to say Mali deserve it more. He carved out the better chances. But Eric Antwi and his woodwork somehow able to keep Mali at bay. Morris Larty had a stunning game at the back for Ghana, has to be said. The captain up there with Ali Ringo, his opposite number. deciding who will take the penalty first. The goalkeeper deciding which end he'll face the penalties into. I don't know if Lawrence Larty would hit one. Charles Teta didn't want penalties for obvious reasons. He said that whoever felt like taking them could. Sometimes managers do elect to go for that. Players that are confident, why not let them take the pen? It's been Jeremiah Arkerfull and Richmond Nketiah taking all the free kicks for Ghana, the full-backs. Moments away from a penalty shootout to decide the finalists at this, the 19th edition of the African Youth Championship. It's been a thriller in Algeria. 3 of the 4 semi-finalists, though, were from the sub-Saharan part of the continent. Only Egypt from North Africa, like Algeria. Algeria crashed out early. Egypt, though, have thrived in this neighbouring territory. It helped Algeria crash out the tournament early. That 1-0 win in the second game in Group 8. Algeria crashed out with just a single point. An opening 0-0 draw with Benin. Kante makes his way over to the goal on the right-hand side. High drama then at the Stade Ahmed Zabana. It's been goalless. It's not going to stay completely goalless. Somebody's got to score a penalty. Here, Kante will do his best to keep them out from Mali. Look at the team spirit from both sides. It has to be said that all the squads here in Algeria have played beyond their years. There's Francis Nar against Ali Yaringo. Can Francis Nar put Ghana ahead? Francis Nar straight at Yaringo. That's a good save. An easy enough save to make. Francis Nar didn't find the space. Didn't have far to dive, Ali Yaringo. The Marseille man has given Mali an early advantage. Francis Nar, well, he worked so hard. He hasn't managed to score in Algeria. He got that all wrong, Francis Nar. Can Kante get him out of trouble here? Samba Diallo, who scored the opener in the 2-1 win over the Democratic Republic of Congo in the group stage. We know he can score from open play. Can he make it 1-0 to Mali? Samba Diallo. Yes, he can, but only just. Good penalty. Finds the side netting. Bakary Antwi dived the right way. Good height for the goalkeeper, but just right into that side netting. (1-0) Mali. Francis Nar with a poor penalty. Samba Diallo with a textbook one. And here's Jeremiah Arkerfull. Can he do what Nar couldn't? Arkerfull, yes he can. Wonderful penalty into the top corner. Looks to the skies. Ghana back on level terms. Wonderful penalty that. Jeremiah Arkerfull just waited until Ali Yaringo went down. Yaringo diving exactly the same way as he did for the Nar save. And for Adama Niani. Scored the winner in the opening game against defending champions Nigeria. Scored the winner against the Democratic Republic of Congo. Can he put Mali back ahead? Adama Niani. And it's been saved. Good save from Eric Antwi. That was a good penalty into the bottom corner. Bakary Antwi. Great agility. Wonderful save from Antwi. It's honours even. Mali 1, Ghana 1. Oh, 0-0 for Adama Niani. 2 game winners in the group stages, but he's missed his penalty. Ahmed Atama, the big centre-back from Ghana, with their 3rd penalty. Atama, calmly taken, kept it on the deck. It has to be said that ALGERIA's made exactly the same dive for all 3 penalties. One of them it worked, he saved Francis Nars, but Marco Full and now Ahmed Atama sticking it to the goalkeeper's right-hand side, and both times it's worked. Ghana edge ahead. Saka, Samaki. And again, the penalty is a good height, but again, it's good. Samaki nudging the ball past Eric Cantway. Right into the side nettings from Samaki. Mali pull back to 3-2. Lawrence Larky, the Ghana captain, trying to make it 4-2. Ghana nearly out of reach if this goes in. Lawrence Larty against Ali Yaringo. And Larty wins that battle in the same side. Yaringo dives the right way this time. That makes it 4-2 Ghana. And 3 of the 4 penalty takers have been the defenders. Jeremiah Arkorful, Ahmed Atama and Lawrence Larty. All 3 of them have found the target for Ghana. Francis Nar with the only missed penalty. His heart must have been in his mouth, but he's on the verge of getting away with it. Verkantwe can pull off a save here from Adama Mariko. And Ghana will be in the final. Asco midfielder Adama Mariko. Can he keep Mali in it? Listen to the pressure coming from the crowd. Mariko, and it's saved! What a wonderful save! Eric Cantway with an absolutely stunning stop. Nice height for Eric Cantway. Still had to make the save. Stays 3-2. 4-2 rather. And Yaringo absolutely needs to stop this. If Richmond Nketia scores, Ghana are through. Nketia against Yaringo. Nketia scores, and Ghana are in the final. Mali denied on penalties. Glory be to God, says the shirt of Richmond Nketia. Well, they thank God for the World Cup win in 2009. They haven't quite won this tournament yet, but it is going to be Ghana in the final. You have to feel sorry for Mali. Runners-up in 1989. They had much the better of 80 minutes of this game, but they couldn't find the net. They couldn't get the ball past Eric Cantway. Ghana certainly could on penalties get the ball past Ali Yaringo. So the 3rd place playoff will be Mali against Nigeria, the defending champions, the outgoing champions. The final is going to be a thriller. Ghana gunning for their 4th title against Egypt. Gunning for their 4th too. Well, a thrilling end to a an enduring, grueling match. No goals in normal time, no goals in extra time. Frank Sarfo came closest for Ghana. But Ghana just rewarded for their fitness. Musa Keita did warn his players about Ghana's fitness, said they were full of hard running and they could run all day. That's exactly what they've done. They've come back into this game. Confirmation then, 4-2 on penalties. Mali will have to lick their wounds and do their best to come third for just the second time. They managed that in 2003 against Nigeria, who are hoping for much better. Ghana into the final. Remember that final will be live right here on Sport 5 on the 29th of March. Is the third place playoff, the 30th the final. Celebrations, you can't exactly say richly deserved. Mali should feel the hard done by team there. Much the better chances. Damaniani's header crashing down off the turf and over the crossbar early on. The free kick from Hamidou Traoré. Ali Ringo's goal was barely challenged until Frank Sarfo came on at the start of extra time. But Ghana somehow held out. And those defenders that did hold out, Lawrence Lartey, Ahmed Atama and Jeremiah Arkerful, were the very same players that compensated for Francis Nar's early miss in the penalty shootout. Ghana win through 4-2 on penalties. Well, thanks for joining us live right here on Sport 5 for the Orange African Under-20 Championship. It's still not quite concluded. Third place playoff match between Nigeria and Mali. That'll be at the Stade Ahmed Zabana Swell in Oran. Followed by the final the following day, this Saturday, also live, 17:30 kickoff. Egypt against Ghana, both gunning for the fourth title. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye for now.